Like all the videos on Saigan Cat's channel are made possible by fans like you.
God, what else? Just a really good one. Can't remember the name of it. There is a manga that I will regularly check in on and keep reading it because it doesn't actually feel like it's going to go on forever. It feels like it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. I do miss, out of all the shonens, I miss Ippo. I miss reading Hajime no Ippo.
So there are new episodes out, like, recently.
Mm-hmm.
That music, though. So
I love Frog's theme.
I'm trying to figure out what text people are working on. Water 2 and Cure 2. Yeah, so needed. 187. Ugh!
So far away. It's alright, we're healed up now. Just head back to where we need to be, save, and then we'll kill the stream. I like animes that either have 5 seasons, 2 seasons, 12 episodes, or 30. Okay, so length of the anime doesn't bother you at all, Lady Aura. Some of my favorites have been extremely short. Fully Cooley, 6 episodes.
Totally.
And you didn't need any more than that. It was cut and dry. You didn't have any filler.
Gurren Lagann was over really fast, comparatively. Parasite was great in one season.
Episodes on Gurren. I didn't get into Parasite. Perry really liked it though.
It was really good. It was a good mix of psychological and logistical stuff, action and drama. Yeah, there was a lot going on there. It was great.
We're watching Food Wars because season 2 for that has started, and we love Food Wars because it's just fun. You know how anime can take like any kind of genre and make it ridiculous?
Yes.
Food Wars is essentially an anime version of Iron Chef.
Oh. Which was the food porn one?
Food Wars.
Oh, okay.
You know, my win was a lot more exciting.
Oh!
Yours was like, yeah, Pat's got this. Mine was like, oh, he lost. Oh my god, he won!
Now, a pro runner, going completionist, would run back because there are chests along the way.
Really?
Yeah. One of the chests had something exciting in it, but I don't really care at this point. So we are going to menu save.
If there was a game that you were going to speedrun, what would it be?
Professionally or for my own happiness?
For your own happiness. Something that you enjoy playing and something that you feel you would appreciate more learning to run
Speedrun
at a speedrun level. Maybe, you know, not world record or anything. Not even, doesn't even have to be close to world record, like not even within an hour. But something that you could sit down and just play through an entire game that you love because you've got like an hour or 2 open to you.
The original Ninja Turtle speedruns are great. GoldenEye speedruns are great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, GoldenEye is a really deep rabbit hole. People spend 40 hours per level, where most people spend 40 hours per speedrun game.
I never got into GoldenEye.
Why am I here? Screw you, I'm out. I'm kidding, dude. It was a great party.
Because Perfect Dark was the superior game.
Dude, that's such a great answer.
Damn.
I don't know. I think doing an Ocarina of Time speedrun would be really gratifying for me.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many good choices. I don't think the game matters. I think it's my mindset when I take away from it. So we've got 6 minutes. You know what? Let's have one more good question. Does anyone in chat want to ask Sai a nerdy question before I bust one out? While I run to True Stone and open up a
This is the Ask Me Anything segment of the stream. AMA right here, right now. Let's go. Me or Pat.
Oh, I'm open to this too.
Ask us anything.
I'm working on a backup question in case somebody doesn't come up with something in chat here soon.
Cranberry wants to see someone speedrun a baseball game. The only baseball game I play is Baseball Stars, and I'm shit at it, so I can't really help with that.
I'm using the wrong stick again.
How did me and Pat meet? I had a crush on his sister.
Yeah. He thought my sister was cute. And then he approached me to talk about Magic cards because he knew I played Magic the Gathering. And
you challenged me to a race because our mutual friend Shannon.
Worley, yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's married now. She's got a different last name.
I agree.
Yeah. She just bluntly told you, like, Steve has a crush on Laura, and you challenged me to a race.
Yeah, seems reasonable. Teenage Pat thinks this is a great idea.
And we did foot race, down the hall and back. Pat won by a pretty solid margin.
I had another gear left or two.
I believe it.
Yeah, but it was all friendship and rainbows. Like, he wasn't being disingenuous with me. Nor I him. Nerds unite.
Yep.
You made my life a better place to be as a kid, and for that I thank you.
Likewise. But we wound up in several of the same classes a couple of times. But we both work in theater.
Yeah, we were both theater kids, of course.
The entirety of high school. A lot of tech work. I did some acting. I don't think you ever did any acting, did you?
No, I tried out once and got laughed at because it was great. But no, I was always audiovisual doing that stuff. I was the stage manager for one of the productions.
Miyamo asking, the random encounters seem easy in this game. This is a very old area. We're kind of backtracking right now. This is from, what, maybe an hour or two into the game?
Yep.
So yeah, we're wildly overpowered compared to that area. Lady Aura, what are for both of us, what are 2 games you could never get into and why? It's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
There's been a lot of games that I haven't gotten into, but there's...
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
so
of them that
before last year, I would have said fighting games. I just don't get into the genre because they suck and they're hard.
You were approaching them from the wrong mindset.
But now that I've had a little bit of experience with the said games, I'm having a lot more fun. And they're good. A game I couldn't get into but really tried.
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is on my list. That's mine.
Final Fantasy Tactics?
Oh, that's another good one. I do not understand why people like Final Fantasy Tactics.
I get it. For people who just got introduced to that genre, that turn-based strategy, tile-based game, it is fun. And for people who their only experience with Final Fantasy, is a couple of games and maybe Final Fantasy VII, there was a little bit of that propinquity there, a little bit of nostalgia that made it fun. But I played a lot of turn-based strategy games on ROMs, like the Tenchi Muyo series and...
oh, dude, Tenchi Muyo on the Super Famicom?
Yeah,
that
dude!
That game was so good, even in Japanese, without a translation. Neither one of us could speak it, but Tenchi Muyo on the Super was a much, much better game, even without understanding a thing that was going on. Grr.
Yeah, so that's kind of my answer. It's like, I see why this game is appealing, but... So there was that one, there's the one in the forest, I think there's one in the castle.
I honestly believe that... God, I'm going to offend people again. I think that the Final Fantasy fanboys are lying to themselves when they say that Tactics is a good game. I think there's just too much emotional attachment there to really be
Which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, necessarily.
Cran asking, if we ever met, how many times could I hit you with my fan before you called the police?
So, Cran, I need some...
it depends.
I need more details to answer this question effectively. First, how old are you? Are you male or female? And how large are you?
How big is the fan?
Give me details about the fan.
What is the fan made of? Where is this fan hitting going on?
And have you gotten any martial arts experience at all? Am I allowed to defend myself? Like, are we just sitting around shooting the shit and you go crazy on me with the fan? Because odds are, no matter what the number of hits is, I'm not going to call the police. I'm just going to handle it myself.
Miyamo, the GBA Tactics is really good. I loved Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. I thought that was a fantastic game, and I loved it for all the reasons that people hated it. The law system. I thought the law system was fantastic. Did you ever play Tactics Advanced?
No.
So they had this system in it where there were judges who would roam the land and they would watch fights, and they were like really, really easily angered soccer referees. And they would actually hand out cards. And, they would ban individual characters, and every day there would be laws that were applied, like you're not allowed to use, any kind of fire element, or you're not allowed to use healing magic, things like that. So it really forced you into a variety of different gameplay styles. There could be fights that would normally be really easy, like, oh, okay, here's a bunch of bombs. You remember bombs in the Final Fantasy series, but you're not allowed to use fire element. It was like...
WTF, bro.
No elemental attacks. And you go, I really, really enjoyed it, and most people hated it. They hated that limitation. But I came from a day and age, you probably did this also, where all of our video games were based on arcade games, and they were super hard and super challenging, and you just play them for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on end until you're beating Contra on a single life. And then to make it harder, you do things to limit yourself, like you play it upside down, hanging off the edge of the couch.
Don't get that particular power-up that makes the game too easy.
Yeah, do it without the spread shot.
Yeah.
Oh, never God. Do it without the spread shot.
Spread shot for certain bosses. Yeah.
Yeah. See, Miyamo, you got it. You understand Tactics Advance. Thank you. There's so many people who hate on that game. I know Reggie enjoyed it also. Reggie and I actually did some PvP in it, and he destroyed me. It was heartbreaking how badly he kicked my ass in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
It's very rare that you get your ass kicked in games.
When I do, it's usually to Reggie, or it's online. Was that not the dome where you wanted to go?
Nope, it is not the dome where I wanted to go. So I'm going to Guardia Forest. There should be a primed treasure chest here for me.
Okay.
Last time I was here, I left with Wrath, hence the special animation when I come through the gate. What did I get? Power Ring.
Nice.
This is going to be power plus 10, isn't it? If it is, I'm so happy about it.
There were certain battles of Tactics Advance that were... They were hard the first time you did them. Like, if you went in unprepared, you would get completely wrecked. Like, the second to last battle, where it's like nothing but sages and time mages that you're facing... Like, unless you were equipped specifically to deal with that, you'd get in there, you'd be like, I'm gonna lose this. And then you'd come back in for a second or a third round and you'd know what to do.
So, I think with one more speed tab, Chrono's gonna be maxed out. Which is awesome because Marl knows haste. And can make Chrono, like, stupid fast. Yep, maxed out speed. Beautiful.
Awesome. Is this a good time to save? We are past 10 o'clock.
We are past 10 o'clock. This is a great place to save right now. I am simply... filling time. Doing side questy stuff while we shoot the breeze and talk games and stuff that we love. So, yeah. Can I get out this way or is it blocked? Yeah, it's blocked. So I have a special chest to collect from Guardia Castle. As a side quest thing, then we're going to run back to the sewer, and that's going to be that.
Cool, cool. So I think we have time for one or two more questions, if anybody's got some.
That's not where I want to go.
My lower back has been killing me lately.
What'd you do?
Oh, just all the lifting.
Oh, moving. Like an adult. Lame. So, man, I was really hoping to get laid off. The big severance package would allow me to go back to school. And the desire to go back to school if I got laid off has convinced me that I probably should go back to school anyway. Have you been considering doing anything vocationally with your career? Learning a new skill, learning how to code, stuff like that.
I'm enjoying being a content creator so much. There's other things that I want to do beyond Let's Plays.
Sure.
I think getting into
original series
and film would be fantastic because it would mix the content creation and writing, and I would love to do that. And I've got a couple of ideas, and I think it would just be fantastic to work on. I don't have the time. I barely have enough time for this right now. So I'm just going to keep working at what I can until I, hopefully hit that level of success. And
where you don't have to have the corporate job.
So I don't have to have the corporate job, and that'll open up the time to...
I'm still a criminal here, aren't I?
Kind of.
Well... Zyla's condition all suddenly changed for the worse. She desperately wanted to see the king last time, but he wouldn't find the time to drop by. So this is a post-game quest that we are initiating. So,
I don't think I've seen this.
Yeah, so Queen Eliza is Maru's mother.
Yeah.
And the Chancellor is telling Maru that the king's acting weird and... Queen Eliza passed away in sorrow.
He seems like he's being manipulative again.
This is shocker too, I'm sure. But what do I know? There are reasons for everything, right, dear? Now, so glad to see you again. Please go visit the king. Yeah, so we're just going to ignore this post-game quest.
Sorry your mom died, Merle. We got other shit to deal with.
We're time travelers. We'll deal with it later. Which is to say now, but not now. Beautiful. Oh, we had one more to do. If we go back to Medina Village with the monsters... there is the Sparrow Blade, which is going to be a big upgrade for Chrono. So, if you could go back and live your life all over again, what would be the big change that you would make? Is there one big thing that you would do differently knowing than what you know now? Would it be investing in stocks to make yourself rich? Would it be changing the way you've directed your life? Would it be avoiding bad people in your life? And you could be vague because it's your life and, you don't have to bare your soul on stream.
So, on the one hand... everything that I've been through has led me here. And I'm happier now than I have ever been at any point in my life. There's a couple minor adjustments that I would like to make without changing the course of my life. But like starting in on YouTube when it was first becoming a thing. Like being the first Let's Player on YouTube.
Or one of the 3 first.
One of
Yeah.
the 3 first. One of the 10 first. Getting that early market would have been really nice. And I was really critical of YouTube when it first came out. I was like, this isn't gonna last.
Well, I mean, on copyright grounds alone, like, we get away with a lot of stuff under the umbrella of free use. Not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying I'm surprised.
Yeah. I don't know, because even the worst events in my life, I think, have made me a better person. So, that's a weird one.
So, alright, here's a question for you that matters to me. Do you think that enlightenment is a real thing, or is it kind of a fabrication and fairy tale? Like, is enlightenment really a state that human minds can reach and hearts can reach that is like turning a corner?
I think that in a real and serious sense, something akin to the religious belief of enlightenment can be reached, but I don't think that it's enlightenment in the sense that the Eastern religions would describe it. I don't think it's, like unity with the universe or anything, but I think, a deeper understanding and appreciation for your own life.
Weapon or protective gear?
Weapon.
Balthazar, the Guru of Reason. So we're going for the weapon. One swallow. Awesome.
That is beastly.
It really is. This is the earliest in the game that it becomes available. Usually people don't go hunting for this stuff till a little bit later in the plot. But yeah, OP is a good way to describe it. It's gonna help us out. We just rip in and out of the closet at all hours of the night. I find it weird these guys live in a house with no table, but I don't judge. Mystics can sleep however they want. Alright, so one final dating question for the night.
One final dating question. Okay. These are always good.
I have had some friends posit to me that I shouldn't be dating anyone until I'm grounded and thriving in my life. And like having superficial relationships or friends are okay, but being romantic and getting seriously committed to somebody, while my life is in disarray and I'm dealing and managing with stuff, I'm not really thriving or grounded myself, is unfair to both my partner and myself. Do you think there's any truth to that, or should I just be going for it at all times?
I do believe that there is some truth to that, but at the same time, I think it could still be good for you to do the dating anyways, because you'll learn a lot about yourself during the process, and it can help speed up finding out what you want.
Sure. Yep, I think the experience is good, but it is a big investment of heart and time and money, and maybe that investment could be more wisely spent. But yeah, it's one of those things. Anytime that I need my protective gear, my helmet, my climbing shoes, my life jacket, those are things that are good that I enjoy doing in my life. And same kind of thing. I don't think I've ever been on a date that I'm like, God, I wish I could go back in time and not go on this date. I've had some awful dates, but I think they've all been good experiences for me.
I don't think I've had any particularly bad dates. I've had some pretty bad second and third dates.
I wonder if I can beat this guy.
Oh God!
It was really close. I should have let him bump me back one more time, and I missed the second backwards bump. I was like, oh no, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I hit it.
I don't think we've lost to him yet, have we?
No. He's good, but not that good. We're humans.